Welcome, mystery enthusiasts. Welcome to the new channel of Mystery Connections. Today, we're diving into an enduring enigma that continues to baffle historians and conspiracy theorists alike. It's a story that takes us back to the heart of the Cold War, to the city of Tashkent, in the then USSR. It involves one of India's most respected leaders, a man who served as the beacon of hope and courage for an entire nation. Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri. The official narrative tells us he died of a sudden heart attack. But the events surrounding his death, the unanswered questions, the whispers of a darker truth, have led many to question this narrative. Could there be more to Shastri's death than what we've been led to believe? Was it really a heart attack, or was there a larger sinister plot at play? Join us as we delve into the unresolved mystery of Lal Bahadur Shastri's death. Prepare for a journey that will take you through the corridors of power, the dark alleys of conspiracy, and the murky waters of political intrigue. Have you ever questioned the mysterious circumstances surrounding the death of India's second Prime Minister, Lal Bahadur Shastri? In the annals of history, his demise is marked as a sudden heart attack, but the enigmatic events of that fateful night in Tashkent, USSR, back in 1966, continue to stir a whirlpool of questions. A man of stature, Shastri was not just India's Prime Minister, but a beacon of hope and courage. His sudden departure from this world left a nation in shock, and the official cause of death, a heart attack, seemed too abrupt for many. Over the years, whispers of conspiracy theories have emerged from the shadows, casting doubts over the official narrative. Was it a heart attack or something far more sinister? Was Shastri a victim of a larger political intrigue? These questions remain unanswered, shrouded in a thick veil of mystery. But what if there is more to this story than what meets the eye? Let's turn back the pages of history and visit the events leading up to Shastri's death. In the heart of the Cold War, the subcontinent of India was embroiled in a struggle of its own. The Indo-Pakistan War of 1965 had come to a ceasefire, but the tension was palpable. Enter Lal Bahadur Shastri, the second Prime Minister of India, who stepped onto the international stage with a peace offering. This was the Tashkent Agreement, a peace treaty aimed at restoring normal and peaceful diplomatic relations between India and Pakistan. Shastri played a crucial role in this agreement. His leadership was instrumental in bringing both nations to the negotiation table. The agreement was named after the city of Tashkent in Uzbekistan, then a part of the Soviet Union, where the negotiations took place. Shastri's departure for Tashkent was filled with hope and anticipation. His dedication to peace was commendable, and the world watched with bated breath as he embarked on his journey towards a peaceful resolution. Upon his arrival in Tashkent, Shastri was greeted with respect and admiration. The city was abuzz with diplomatic activity, and the eyes of the world were on Shastri and his Pakistani counterpart, President Ayub Khan. The negotiations were tough, the stakes were high, but Shastri's resolve was unshakable. After hours of intense discussions, both leaders finally signed the Tashkent Agreement on January 10, 1966. It was a moment of triumph, not just for Shastri, but for the entire nation of India. The possibility of peace was a beacon of hope in a time of uncertainty. Shastri's courage and diplomacy were hailed worldwide, and his dedication to peace was admired by all. However, joy soon turned into despair as Shastri was found dead the very next day. The official cause of death was reported as a heart attack, but was it really? This question has been haunting the minds of many for over half a century now. The sudden demise of Lal Bahadur Shastri, the second Prime Minister of India, is shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Let's delve into the inconsistencies that make this case a puzzle. First off, the absence of a post-mortem. Isn't it peculiar that no autopsy was performed on Shastri's body after his sudden demise? Post-mortem examinations are standard procedure in cases of unexpected deaths, especially when the deceased is a person of such high stature. The decision to bypass this crucial step has raised many eyebrows and questions. Next, let's talk about Shastri's health condition. By all accounts, Shastri was in good health. He was active, alert, and showed no signs of heart disease. He had just successfully negotiated the Tashkent Agreement, ending the Indo-Pakistan War of 1965. It was a stressful situation, no doubt, but Shastri handled it with aplomb, showing no signs of physical distress. So, the sudden onset of a severe heart attack seems rather odd, doesn't it? Moreover, the heart attack was sudden and fatal. Shastri, who had previously survived a heart attack, was known to have a heart condition. But the abruptness of his death raises questions. Why was there no warning? Why couldn't it be managed, especially given that he was under constant medical supervision? These questions have been left unanswered, and the lack of clear answers has only fueled more speculation. Was it a natural death, or was it something more sinister? The suddenness of it all, the absence of a post-mortem, the good health that Shastri enjoyed before his death, all of these factors have led to a whirlpool of conspiracy theories. These inconsistencies have fueled speculations and conspiracy theories over the years. The mystery surrounding Shastri's death continues to baffle us, raising more questions than it answers. Was it a heart attack or a conspiracy? The quest for truth continues. Among the many theories, the most prevalent one is that Shastri was poisoned. Now, this theory is not just pulled out of thin air. There are a few intriguing elements that give it some weight. For instance, upon Shastri's death, his body was found with blue spots and cut marks. This is unusual because such marks are commonly associated with the symptoms of poison. This discovery naturally led to questions about whether Shastri was indeed poisoned. Now, this theory could have been easily debunked or confirmed through a post-mortem. However, here's where things get even more suspicious. The Russian government, under whose watch Shastri died, outright refused to conduct a post-mortem. This refusal was not just unusual, but also against the norm. Usually, in cases of unexpected or sudden deaths, autopsies are standard procedure. This refusal to conduct a post-mortem has led to speculation that maybe there was something more sinister going on. Some believe that the Russian government might have had something to hide. Could it be possible that they knew about the poison and were trying to cover it up? To add fuel to the fire, there were also allegations of tampering with Shastri's personal belongings. His thermos flask and the tumbler from which he drank both mysteriously disappeared. This again raised eyebrows, because if Shastri was indeed poisoned, these items could have been key pieces of evidence. Despite these intriguing elements, it is important to remember that these are all speculations. None of these points have been definitively proven. Yes, there are anomalies that make one question the official story. Yes, there are circumstances that seem to suggest a possible conspiracy, but without concrete evidence, these remain speculations. In the end, the poison theory has its merits and its share of believers. But without solid evidence, the poison theory remains just that, a theory. Until we can uncover more concrete facts, the mystery surrounding Lal Bahadur Shastri's death continues to intrigue us, leading us down a rabbit hole of endless possibilities. Another popular theory suggests a possible cover-up by the Indian and Russian governments. This theory, unlike the others, does not attempt to explain the cause of Shastri's death, but rather the peculiar circumstances surrounding it. The Indian government has long maintained a stoic silence on the matter, leading many to believe that there is more to Shastri's death than meets the eye. The lack of transparency and the refusal to declassify documents related to his death have only added more fuel to the fire. Why would the government keep such information under wraps, if not to hide something? Then there's the matter of the missing documents. It's been reported that several documents related to Shastri's death mysteriously disappeared from the Prime Minister's office and the Parliament's library. These missing pieces of the puzzle have left a gaping hole in the narrative, making it impossible to get a complete picture of what really happened. Could this be a deliberate attempt to bury the truth? The potential political motives for a cover-up cannot be ignored either. Shastri, known for his simplicity and honesty, was widely respected. His sudden death shocked the nation, and an untimely revelation of foul play could have led to civil unrest, something the government would have wanted to avoid. Furthermore, Shastri's death occurred in Tashkent, USSR, where he had just signed a peace treaty with Pakistan. Would the Russian government, having played host to Shastri, have had a motive to cover up an embarrassing incident on their soil? In any case, the cover-up theory raises more questions than it answers. It's a tangled web of silence, missing documents, and potential political motives, all leading to a dead end. But it's important to remember that theories are just that, theories. They can help us understand the world around us, but they can also lead us astray. And in the absence of concrete evidence, they remain speculative at best. While intriguing, the cover-up theory, like the poison theory, lacks concrete evidence. Despite the numerous theories, the truth behind Shastri's death remains a mystery. We have dissected the Tashkent files, pondered whether it was a heart attack or a conspiracy, debated the poison theory, and questioned the possibility of a cover-up. Yet every trail seems to lead us back to the same crossroads of conjecture and uncertainty. The official narrative posits a heart attack, but skeptics argue for poison. Some even suggest a cover-up to obscure the truth. But without substantial evidence, these remain theories, speculations, whispers in the wind. The quest for truth is a journey, often a long and winding one. And in the case of Lal Bahadur Shastri's death, it seems we have miles yet to go. So we continue to seek, to question, to probe, because the truth matters, and until the day that truth is unearthed, the death of Lal Bahadur Shastri will continue to be one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in Indian history.